Make the ground shake. Make the ground shake.
Hey, what's up guys, welcome back to another video. I'm your humble host Picaso. Thanks for joining in. And today guys, we are doing one of my favorite types of videos to do. We are looking at a third-party ROM or custom ROM for the OnePlus One, which is still to this day one of my favorite devices I've ever owned. Okay, and the custom ROM we're going to be looking at today is called the Nitrogen OS, okay, by the Nitrogen project, and let's dive into it. Okay, so right off the bat, Nitrogen OS for the OnePlus One. It is a Android 7.1.1 custom ROM, and it's pretty feature packed. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and dive right into the features right off the bat. Battery life is exceptionally well. The other ROM that I would compare it to would have to be the Tuga Power ROM, which is also another Android Nougat ROM 7.1.1, and I think it's built off of Lineage OS or something like that. Don't quote me, but I will have all the information in the description below. So right off the bat, it's again Android 7.1.1. It's Nougat for the OnePlus One. Okay, let's go ahead and dive into the settings. Let's go to About, and there we have it. It's Nitrogen OS by Nitrogen Project. It is Android 7.1.1, and for version number, let's see, there's the build date and baseband, security, yada yada yada. So it's not any specific version or anything like that. It's pretty cool. I really like it. And we're in the settings. Let's dive in. So first of all, when you go into settings, the first thing you're going to notice is personalization, because obviously that's not on the other ROMs. Let's get in there a little bit closer. So we can start off with status bar. So what you can do with the status bar, of course you see my status bar here. I have the date to the left side of the time, and it is centered. I really like it. It's cool. When you get certain notifications though that, oh, lost a little bit of focus there. When you get certain notifications at the top, it does kind of overlap the time, so that's the only thing. And you know, right off the bat, one issue that I noticed, that since I put it into the center, when putting it back to the right side of the screen, there still appears time and date in the center. So just an easy fix, I just leave it in the center just to keep that as a heads up. Status bar item, I usually just turn every single thing off. I have my smartwatch, my Gear S2, get all my notifications there, so I don't really need notifications on the actual device like that, and it still have heads up warning anyways. Okay, so I always turn those off. Let's get into some other stuff. Clock and date settings. Now this is cool. Obviously clock, you have right, center, left, or hidden, so you can completely take that off as well. AM, PM style, this is, you know, nothing extra special there, but you do have the date. So you have the date style normal, lowercase, oh, wrong thing, don't show, small font size, lowercase, and then you have uppercase, and then wrong thing first, and then you have just normal. So I'll just go ahead and leave it on normal. Then you have the format. This is pretty cool because you're able to obviously change the date format to, you know, whichever suits you. So that's pretty cool also. And then the date position, left of the time and right of the time. Obviously I went with left of the time. Going down, we have things like the battery, which is pretty straightforward. Right now I have it hidden, but you can actually change the color when charging, percentage, charging symbol, and the battery tile style. Okay, so a couple of good customization options in here. Network traffic, yada yada. Carrier label, which is cool, what I like. I have it disabled right now, but you can choose to have it whatever you want. You can put a custom one in there, and you can show it on the lock screen or not, and in the status bar or not. This is also pretty cool. I'm not really using it as yet, but you do have custom header image. So swiping down, you'll see there's a custom image up there, and you have a little bit of customization options for that. Okay, so we do have header provider, dynamic or static. So the dynamic will change, the static will not change, just for anybody out there that might not know. And then the header image pack. So you have a couple packs here from nitrogen, patterns, screwed, wavy, and default nature, etc., etc. Let's check out pattern. So we have some pattern there, and it is dynamic, so it will change. That actually looks pretty cool. I'm going to leave that there like that. You can have the shadows, so how dark it is. Browse installed headers. So these are basically what's installed. These are, let's see, header. Okay, so you can choose from the different things to see, and it will let you, take a quick look at what's there, and then you can choose according to that. So that way you know what you're doing. Brightness control, select notification, Bluetooth device, battery, ticker, some other stuff in there that I don't really mess with. What do we have else? We have, I just skipped quick settings. Again, pretty straightforward. You can change a few things in here. I'd never really change anything in quick settings, but that option is available. Then we have buttons, volume rockers. You're able to set different things to different actions to the to your buttons. Okay, so what I like about this is that you actually have, as you see here, for the home button, a feature that I really loved from, I believe it was the Note 5 and then the Note 7, but I really like it, partial screenshot. So that's pretty cool. So I set it to double tapping the home button. So if I go like this, 1, 2, and double tap the home button, the screen's gonna go dark, and basically what it is, I can take a screenshot of anything that I want. So I can tap here and just go like that, and you can only get the screenshot. Couldn't capture. Why couldn't it capture? Problem encountered while saving. So it's never given me that problem before, but I'm gonna try again. Let's do it a little bit quicker and save. There we go, saving screenshot, as you can see up at the top there in the status bar, and that's saved. So it's pretty cool. You could never ever have to take a screenshot that you don't want if you just want to gather something very quickly, something small, not the entire page. There you go, and you can do that with partial screenshot. Another thing that I like is one-handed mode, which is something that you have on this device. Now it's a OnePlus One. It's a pretty big screen. My hands are pretty big, so I can get around easily. But if you don't want to do that, I have it to double tap on the back button. So double tap, and there we go, one-handed mode. Now you can easily reach every single thing on your device with ease, and you can easily exit it by just tapping outside, or you can exit it by double tapping once again. So pretty cool. I really like that. Awesome features, and I haven't switched back to Tuga as yet. I'm still running Nitrogen OS because I kind of like some of these features. It's pretty cool. And then if you enable the navigation bar, you have a couple of different tweaks here you could do as well. Of course, you can set the height to as far as you want. And now I'm currently using an application called Cornerify, which is why I'm not using this. And again, I get more real estate because Cornerify, if you notice down here, you get a little bit of focus. You see I have those round, it's rounded. Well, you can't, if you can see, it's kind of dark, so you can't really see, but it is rounded. All the corners are rounded like the LG G6, which is soon to drop, and I went for that look, so that's why I'm using it. But with the navigation bar buttons, you don't get to again, it's above the navigation bars. So when I turn that off, there you can see it's round, and again, the status bar is dark, so you can't see it. I can see it, but yeah, so you have navigation bar. You're able to put that on if you want to. Then we have gestures, AOSP gestures, and for this one, the OnePlus One usually has the V for the flashlight, circle for the camera, and stuff like that. For this one, just it basically, as you press the power button twice, it works on any screen, it jumps to the camera. I actually set that to double tap on the home screen, or that was partial. Yeah, I think I took that off. That's the partial screenshot. Never mind. And then you have double tap status bar to put the device to sleep, and double tap on the top third or bottom shortcut area of the lock screen to put the device to sleep. Interesting. I haven't tried that one, so we're gonna go ahead and try that. Double tap. Oh, okay. So that works. You still have double tap to wake. Double tap. There we go. But let's see, if I do circle, yeah, those gestures aren't there. Okay, all right, that's fine. So that's what it has for gestures. Not a lot of gestures. You do lose out on some of the OnePlus One gestures if you're really into the, you know, the gesture stuff. Lock screen, pretty cool. Shortcuts, I usually turn them off. I have no shortcuts on there. Weather, I'm not using any weather on there. I don't think so. Nope. Lock screen font, you're able to change. You have a little list of fonts that you can change. Torch, rotate lock screen, you can do that if you want. You can have the media art with the on the lock screen, and then charging info. I had that on. It's pretty cool, but you know, no real need for it. So power menu, you can show the power menu on the lock screen, and you could disable it, which I disabled it, and then you can choose what you want to show on that power menu. So there you go. What else do we have here? The recent apps. So recent apps, I have it set to full screen, so basically the status bar, and if you had the navigation bar, that would be gone too, as you see there. The clear all button is at the bottom right. And what else do we have? You can show the menu bar, which I don't show. Hidden apps, pick which apps to exclude from the recents panel. That's pretty cool. You do have, or let me see, double tap. Okay, that's in buttons. I just kind of skipped that. Double tapping the menu button or the recent button will go between last menu and first menu and stuff like that. And you still have the you know, split screen. So as you see here, I'm holding on it right now. I can go into split screen, so I could go and put that up there, and that's going to go into split screen. There's no other recents, but if I go home, I can just jump into something to get split screen. Let's try the camera. Okay, the camera doesn't support split screen. Let's go to Chrome. I'm sure Chrome does the split screen, and we will split screen this, and we'll go like that. Chrome, put Chrome up there, and then what we will split screen is settings. There we go. So you still have split screen. Okay, again, it is an Android Nougat ROM, so you do have the split screen availability. So that is pretty cool. Okay, let's see. Does it go to anyway? No, nothing like that. Tap over there. Okay, so we just close that out. Okay, awesome. What else do we have? Notifications. We have heads up, which of course heads up is always on. You can turn it off, especially if you have something like a smartwatch or you don't want it, you can always do that. You can have the timeout for peaking notifications. You can add an app, show notifications as heads up from these applications. So you can choose specific applications that you want to see heads up from. Let's see. So maybe there aren't any, and I do have to choose them. I'm not actually sure about that. I haven't tested it out because I have my watch. When I get notified, I don't look at my phone, I look at the watch, right? So I'm gonna have to check that out at a later time. And pretty much very straightforward there. Power notifications, controls, so you can set the okay, there we go. So I do have heads up for certain things. Do I know that person? No, I do not know that person, but thank you, Facebook. And somebody just sent me a message on Let Go. I will have to look at that another time. Okay, and what else do we have here? Recent notification, and then miscellaneous. So miscellaneous, we got a couple of stuff in here actually. So MTP instead of charging, that's when you connect to a computer. Sometimes it connects and it just goes straight for charging. Then you have to scroll down the status bar and take a look and, you know, change that to MTP and stuff like that. Screenshot type, drag the selection on the area you want to take a screenshot or take full screenshot. So that's pretty cool. This is where you can set it to take full screen or just a little partial screenshot. Nice. Suspended actions or suspend actions, disable mobile data, alarm blocker, clock widget, etc., etc., allows signature spoofing. So I mean, there's quite a bit of personalization on this ROM, and I really like it. It's very awesome. Of course, it does support Android Pay. And what else do we got here? We do have app ops. Okay, so for those of you that know app ops, you're able to set specific options for specific applications: location, personal, messaging, media, device, boot up, etc. You can go in here and just get some things set specifically. Okay, now this is we're already here, so why not? Right now I'm running Eevee Launcher. I saw it and I've been getting a good, a couple of good suggestions to try out Eevee Launcher. It's pretty cool and I like it, and yeah, I might do a video on it. It's not really a brand new launcher or anything like that, but it's pretty cool and I do like it, so you never know. I might do a video on that. Okay guys, that's going to wrap it up for this video. We were just taking a quick look at Nitrogen OS for the OnePlus One. It's an awesome ROM. Battery life is good. It's not too heavy. Links will be down below where you're able to acquire the ROM if you are interested in Nitrogen OS. And yeah, I'll also link my other NuGet ROM videos, reviews, walkthroughs, etc. also down below if you want to go and check out some of the other ROMs that I do have as well for the OnePlus One. And like I said, this is one of my favorite devices. It's awesome. The space, the battery life, the screen, it's awesome. And slap on a nice case on it and yeah, you're good to go. This case has been put through the works, of course, but really stylish, really really nice. Makes the OnePlus One feel even better in the hand. Okay guys, hope you enjoyed this video. I'm your humble host Picaso. Thanks for joining in. I'll see you in the next one guys. Peace. I'm out.